So Dave Chappelle is under threat of being canceled after he basically said his personal perspective on the Israel-Palestine conflict. And it upset some people in the crowd. I'm sure people are going to try to cancel his tour or something crazy, or, just that's kind of what's happening now. It's like they're going after people that say anything that is in any way negative or iffy or questioning Israel's position. So yeah, let's check it out. Yeah, so this comes from Deadline. It says Dave Chappelle's words on Israel-Gaza conflict sparked cheers, jeers, and walkouts in the audience. People were upset, talking crazy to him, so on and so forth. Let me see. Let's see. Dave Chappelle's stand-up routine triggered a walkout by some audience members on Thursday evening after he spoke out about the Israel-Gaza conflict. The Wall Street Journal reports that the comedian aired his views during his performance at the TD Garden Arena in Boston, during which he condemned Hamas attacks and slammed Israel's bombing of Gaza. The paper reports that Chappelle also said the U.S. was guilty of aiding the slaughter of innocent civilians and said war crimes were occurring. Chappelle went on to criticize the Israeli government for cutting off supplies to Gaza's population and blocking humanitarian aid. He concluded by saying that two wrongs don't make a right. And to me, that's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, what Israel is doing isn't much better than what Hamas is doing. Like, they're taking out so many innocent people. I don't see how it's justified. Let's see. Bizarrely, the Daily Mail reports that Chappelle had asserted through a spokesperson that he was not in Boston on Thursday. I was never there. You know what I'm saying? But other spectators have come forward with reports of what he said. The Wall Street Journal reports that while one audience member told Chappelle to shut up, others cheered and shouted "Free Palestine." Some audience members walked out and later posted on social media saying how Chappelle's words had made them feel unsafe. One wrote, "The audience was cheering Chappelle on during his tirade. I was sick. We were sick. I turned to my friends and wife and said, I think it's time to go. We walked out and met up with many other Jews leaving the show. Never in my life have I felt so unsafe and so fearful of what I was witnessing." So yeah. And then of course we have an account from somebody that was there and their own views of it. And this is from Twitter and Imran Munir. This tweet is like basically exploded. 2.3 million views. Let's see. From a friend. Something is changing in America. I saw Dave Chappelle last night at Boston TD Garden. It was sold out, so I would say 22,000 people there. 3/4 into the show, he said, "I want to address what's going on in Palestine and Israel." Which, Chappelle being Chappelle, he's kind of controversial, so something like this is happening, he's going to talk about it. He specifically said Palestine and said it before Israel. He said what happened on October 7th wasn't right, but also what's going on isn't right and not just. You can't kill innocent civilians like that and the whole world sits silently and watches. Then someone shouted at him from the crowd to shut the fuck up. He then went nuts and yelled back, "No, you shut the F up. You don't take tens of billions from my country to go kill innocent women and children and come tell me to shut the F up." I mean, yeah. I can see if it was like an accident or if it was okay, there's this high profile target, like the leader, and it's like, well, there's one person in there that has nothing to do with it. Then it's like, okay, that may not be as bad. It's still disturbing. Because war is disturbing, but it looks like most of the people that they're taking out, that Israel is massacring, is basically innocent people. All right. He said, "Don't come begging for money from my country and then go drop bombs on children and cut off innocent people water and electricity. You have the audacity to pay to come see me and then tell me to shut the F up. No, you shut the F up." The crowd started clapping and cheering for him and saying, "Yes, Dave," and chants of free Palestine. And then he said, you're damn right, free Palestine. He then went on a 15-minute rant about being a Muslim and that the Israelis are projecting what's wrong with them on Muslims, and the crowd kept on cheering. It was surreal. The crowd was typical Boston demographic, 80% white, 5% black, and the rest Latin and others. So many people are now bringing up his previous clips, things that he talked about before when it comes to Israel and Palestine. And he's him being him, he's gonna have something to say. He's also a Muslim. He tries to be as fair as he possibly can for the most part. And if you are unbiased, and you look at the situation as is, I think most people would say just taking out innocent people is wrong, right? So I honestly completely understand some of the fear and concern when it comes to the Israeli people, when it comes to any type of aggression toward them, right? Because they've dealt with a lot. At the same time, do we become the worst of our enemies in an attempt to remain safe? So yeah, we'll see if Dave Chappelle gets canceled, or whatever that means. Many people have said that he is uncancelable or something like that. So we'll see. I hope not. He's one of the people I was kind of waiting to hear from. Like, what does he have to say? Unfortunately, he wasn't there. There were no cameras recording, okay? And the only thing that can tie him there is the tickets and everything else. But we won't be able to actually hear what he has to say specifically, which that would have been cool. So, all right, if you enjoyed this content, feel free to express yourself by the many means available on this page. Let me know how you feel about this situation. Are you for or against what Dave Chappelle has said? Some people are probably mixing up him saying that Israel is wrong with being anti-Israel, and I feel like we got to get out of that, to some extent, in my mind, right? So yeah, y'all have a good one. Be safe. All right.